Three money truths. Nobody taught me these. School didn't. My parents didn't. I had to learn every single one the hard way. The hard way. In our last two videos, I told you about being too nice and about wasting 3 years saying tomorrow. Today, I want to talk about something deeper, something that was underneath both of those problems. Three money truths. Nobody taught me these. School didn't. My parents didn't. I had to learn every single one the hard way. Let me ask you something. How much money do you have saved right now? How much money have you lent to people who never paid back? How much have you spent trying to look successful? How much have you lost because you never asked for what you deserved? For most of my 20s, the second number was always bigger than the first, and I never understood why, until I learned these three truths. These are not tips. These are not tricks. These are 3 moments in my life where I finally understood something about money that changed everything. Each one cost me something real. Each one taught me something real. Truth number 1. Your salary is never decided by how hard you work. It is decided by how well you know your own value. For almost 3 years, I worked at a company earning $180 a month. I worked hard. I came early. I stayed late. I never complained. I never asked for more. And every month, same $180. One day a colleague joined. Same role, same experience, maybe even less skilled than me. But in his first week, he walked into the manager's office and said, "I need $320 a month, or this won't work for me." They gave it to him. Same day. No argument, no negotiation. Just yes. I sat at my desk and felt something I cannot describe. It wasn't anger at him. It wasn't anger at the manager. It was anger at myself. My manager was not underpaying me. I was underpaying myself. I had never told him what I was worth, so he never had to think about it. That evening, I went home. I wrote down every skill I had, every project I had delivered, every problem I had solved. The next morning, I walked in and asked for $300. He said yes in 4 minutes. 4 minutes. That is all it took. After 3 years of $180, truth number 1. Nobody will pay you what you are worth until you decide what you are worth and say it out loud. Truth number 2. I was spending money to buy acceptance and lending it to keep friends. When I was 23, I had a group of friends who always went to expensive places. Nice restaurants, new phones, branded clothes. I couldn't really afford any of it, but I went every time. I paid every time. I smiled every time because I was terrified of being seen as the one who couldn't keep up. At the same time, 3 different friends owed me money. Total, almost $800. I never asked for it back because I didn't want to seem desperate or rude or like I needed it. 1 month, I checked my account. After salary, after all the dinners, after everything, I had $23 left. $23 for the rest of the month. I was performing wealth for people who weren't even paying attention. The friends at those dinners, they went home and forgot about it. The friends I lent money to, they spent it and moved on. Truth number 2. You will never build wealth while you are using money to buy people's approval. Because approval is not an investment. It gives you nothing back. Truth number 3. And this one is the hardest to say. The most expensive thing I ever carried was not an empty wallet. It was a poor mindset. Growing up, money was always a problem in my house. Not a topic, a problem. When I asked about money, the answer was always, we don't have enough, money doesn't grow on trees, rich people are greedy, just be grateful for what you have. And I believed all of it, completely. So when I started earning, I never thought about growing money. I only thought about not losing it. I never invested because investing felt like gambling. I never asked for raises because wanting more felt greedy. I never started a business because making money felt selfish. One day, I read something simple. It said, money is not the goal, but money gives you options, and options give you freedom, and freedom lets you choose how you live. Wanting money is not greed. Wanting freedom is not greed. Wanting to stop worrying every single month is not greed. Truth number 3, before you can build money, you have to fix what you believe about money, because your actions will never go further than your beliefs allow. If you are watching this right now and one of these 3 truths felt familiar, I want you to know it is not your fault that nobody taught you this. Most of us were never taught how money really works. We were just told to work hard and hope for the best. But hope is not a financial plan. Knowing your worth is. Protecting your money is. Changing what you believe is. These 3 truths did not make me rich overnight, but they stopped me from staying poor on purpose. And that was the beginning of everything. Today's lesson? Write these down. Truth 1. Nobody pays you what you are worth until you say it out loud. Truth 2. Every dollar spent for approval is a dollar that will never grow. Truth 3. Your beliefs about money cost more than your bills. In our next video, I will tell you the story of the day I cut off everyone and what I learned from the silence. It is the most personal story I have told so far. If these 3 videos have felt true to you, subscribe. One real story, one real lesson, every week. This is Tausif's Life Lessons, and I will see you next week.